Howdy folks, it is DIECAST Buffet here again. Welcome back to another Nascar DIECAST Wave review. And let me tell you, man, Wave 11 is finally here. And I gotta be honest, I was kind of shocked. I was really expecting either a Cracker Barrel wave or a 187 wave. I was kind of expecting that, but thank the heavens, they got everything. That we got Wave 11 before Daytona, because let me tell you, man, it looked pretty grim that we were going to get a new wave. Maybe we'll get Wave 12 before the 500. I'm confident we can. Who knows, because it would be really bad for them to have 2019 waves rolling out when, of course, you have 2020 cars on the track. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So, the first car we have in Wave 11 2019 is Bubba Wallace Jr.'s 2019 U.S. Air Force Warthog Chevrolet Camaro. And let me tell you, man, this is one of the best patriotic cars you will ever see on a Gen 6 stock car. It's so good that they're bringing it back in 2020, so if you didn't catch this paint scheme in 2019, you'll be able to see it on track in 2020. So if you're a stop motion guy, you're a NASCAR diecast collector, there's a chance this car could get DMP'd for 2020. So you might want to go ahead and pick this thing up and you'll have both year models covered. Honestly, this is a really cool diecast and absolutely I recommend it. I mean, I've been very critical of the Bubba Wallace paint schemes because, I'll be honest with you, with them putting them orange numbers on the roof and just some of the paint scheme designs, they've been really, I'll be honest, they've looked really tacky. I mean, I've seen so many amazing paint schemes made by, I'm talking like entry-level designers, right, on freaking Instagram. And professional level designers on Instagram, and they blow the doors off anything RPM makes. So this is a very, very good paint scheme. 100% absolutely recommend it. Next car we got up is Ryan Blaney's. Yeah, this is a DMP, folks. This is a DMP. Ryan Blaney's 2019 Darlington Throwback. This is a throwback to the good old Michael Waltrip days of yesteryear, back in the 90s and late 80s, I believe. I actually have a 124 of this paint scheme that he's throwing it back to. I believe it's a Pontiac, too. Look, this is a paint scheme that I expected to get DMP'd, but man, I am so glad NASCAR Authentics is picking it up. And to be honest with you, this wave is kind of like NASCAR Jonatan Throwback Wave Part 2. So you got the Ryan Blaney joint. Look, if you're a Blaney fan, if you're a Jonatan fan, if you like throwbacks, if you're a Mikey fan, pick this one up, man. This is going to be a great diecast to get. I'm hoping I'll be able to get it. It's very simple. It's very simple, you know, just straight up yellow and red. It looks great. Next up, this is one of the best throwbacks I've ever seen in my life. I'm telling you, man, this car is so underrated. It is ridiculous. Paul Menard's 2019 Darlington Throwback. I'm telling you, man, if you have not seen the review for this car, check down below. I'll have a link to not only the Bubba Wallace Jr. review down below, I'll also have a review down below in the description of Paul Menard's 2019 Darlington Throwback. So there you go. You can check this car out right now before it hits your retail stores very soon. But this is, oh my god, man, this is such an underrated paint scheme. I cannot strive it enough. It is 100% a top 10 2019 diecast. There's no doubt in my mind. Moving on, we got another really popular paint scheme. It's Chase Elliott's 2019 Mountain Dew United Chevrolet Camaro. This is one of the most detailed paint schemes I've ever seen. I'll be honest. I'm talking, I've been collecting for God knows how many years. I mean, like 17 years I've been a NASCAR diecast collector, and this is one of the most detailed paint schemes I have ever seen. It is absolutely fabulous. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. 100% recommend it. Now, I will say, though, I do have a link to this also in the description below. So if you're a little bit of a kind of a buyer beware, so to speak, you can check out the review for the Gold Series version of this in the description below. I gotta say, man, this is just one fantastic paint scheme. 100% recommend it. I mean, if you're a Chase Elliott fan, you gotta pick it up. If you just like awesome paint schemes, this is 100% a rock solid paint scheme. You gotta get it, man. It is beautiful. Next up, we have a Darlington Throwback. This one was not DMP'd, but I gotta say something. the way the stripe on this paint scheme look, it makes the car look like a Corolla or something. I'll be honest. I think this was to Bobby Hillin Jr., I think. His old Snickers machine from yesteryear. I think it's from the early 90s and late 80s as well. But this paint scheme, it's so simple. It's so good. I will have a review on this very soon. I believe Plan B Sales just got this diecast in their warehouse, so expect a review in the Gold Series version very soon. But if you want to save a little bit of cheese, you can pick it up in the Authentics line for a very, very affordable price. 100%, you got to get it, man. It's one of those throwbacks that it's so plain, it's amazing. Very, very nice throwback, just simple, modern. And if I remember correctly, guys, this is something really cool. The original car had, I think, copper or gold wheels on it. So if you want to make this paint scheme just that much more authentic to the original Snickers machine, perhaps you could paint the wheels copper or gold, and I'll tell you what, man, this thing is going to look fabulous. Next up, this is one paint scheme I'm actually shocked that got made. It's another DMP. It's Clint Bowyer's 2019 Darlington Throwback Rush Truck Center's Mobile 1 on the car. Now, this is throwing back, of course, to Tony Stewart's final championship of his amazing, legendary racing career in the Cup Series. That amazing battle with Carl Edwards in 2011 at Homestead was one of the best NASCAR battles in championship history. I really did not expect this paint scheme to get made, simply because of the hood design. I've been very adamant about the way the hood design is. It looks very plain. It doesn't look good, but the side of the car still actually has the original sponsor with the Mobile 1 on there. So I did not expect this to get made. I absolutely recommend it if you already got the Eric Almirola joint, which of course was DMP'd as well. You can get that in Wave 10 of the NASCAR Authentics line. Next up, it's another Tony Stewart throwback. It is Daniel Suarez's 2019 Haas Darlington Throwback to Tony Stewart, the boss himself, his 2005 championship. It's let's be honest, it is just straight up orange. You got a little bit of a trim line on the bottom of the car. But this one is, out of the three, is absolutely the most plain. I think they could have done a lot better in this. If you go back to Carl Edwards, what is this, 2016 Jonatan Throwback, when he threw back to Tony Stewart's original paint scheme with Home Depot, they actually made the hood design look very good. They actually it was Eris that sponsored Edwards that year, and they made the hood design look amazing. Instead, this is just like one stripe in the middle. I'll be honest, man, maybe Joe Gibbs Racing had more leeway with this because, of course, Home Depot, they had a long tenure with them. But I still imagine Home Depot would give Tony Stewart the right to do this. I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of like unofficial sponsorship in a way, because you're promoting the original brand identity, culture, and colors without having to pay the money. It's kind of like how Coors Light sponsored Landon Castle's car at the Throwback last year. It was Starcom as the sponsor, but it had the same fonts as Coors Light, ironically enough. So, of course, they could have said copyright or whatever. Well, guess what? They allowed it from what I was hearing. But this is a throwback. If you're going to get the Clint Bowyer, you got to get this. If you're getting the Eric Almirola, I recommend getting this. I'll be honest, it's I wouldn't say it's one of the worst, but it's not one of the good throwbacks in 2019. I'll be honest with you. But moving on. This right here, this might take the cake, folks. This might take the cake, and holy cow, man, this thing looks fantastic. It's Myatt Snyder's 2019 Louisiana Hot Sauce Ford F-150. Absolutely, this thing just, wow. This is it's a new truck. I mean, you got to get it, man. We already got a 27 truck from 2018. Of course, that was Chase Briscoe's Eldora Dirt Derby win, but this is another truck that is going to be in the clean version. It's not going to have race markings or anything like that on the vehicle, so you'll be able to get this in Wave 11. Absolutely recommend it. This is probably the best piece in Wave 11 in my opinion. Absolutely, man. This thing is going to be fantastic. And the final car in Wave 11, it is William Byron's 2019 Darlington Throwback, of course, to the Days of Thunder movie. Oh my goodness, man. This throwback, the car on the racetrack looked beautiful with the diecast, at least in the 1/64 scale. it is not accurate. It really is not. The colors are a little off. The way the transition between the green and the yellow, I'll be honest, Lionel kind of dropped the ball, but it could be Hendrick Motorsports to blame because, hey, when they send the design to Lionel Racing and they start producing the diecast, they can't change it. So if they make late changes or additions to the paint scheme before the race, that's not Lionel's fault. So to be honest with you, you could probably blame both of them for this. But honestly though, very nice paint scheme. Already did a review on this. I'll have a link to that in the description below. But yeah, definitely, if you have not picked it up in the Gold Series, 100% get it in the Authentics line. Because, I mean, you can get the Bowman, you can get the Chase Elliott, and the Jimmy Johnson in Wave 10, and you can pick up the Wave 11 William Byron, and have all 4 of the Hendrick Motorsports throwbacks in the Authentics line. And of course, William Byron's 2019 Darlington Throwback will be the liquid color car for Wave 11. I think this looks pretty cool. The green is just beautiful, man. Wow, that is a very pretty shade of green. I do wish the yellow would be, you know, color chrome as well. You know, because I feel like yellow is covering most of the car. I wish all of it was color chrome. I think that would look really good. But nonetheless, definitely a really cool throwback. And if you haven't picked it up in the Gold Series, well, maybe you can pick it up in the Authentics line as a liquid color. The cars I'll be getting in Wave 11, well, I'm going to try to get the Ryan Blaney easily. I got to get that one. You know, it's a DMP. Of course, I'm going to try to get the Suarez and the Clint Boyer to go with the Eric Almirola diecast I already have. And I have to get the truck one. I am trying to collect every 164 truck, fake promotional ones like the Daytona Silverado. No, I want all the realistic race to wins, whatever, 164 scale trucks, post 2018 or whatnot. So definitely, I'm going to be trying to get those 4 diecasts. The other ones I already have, so I'll have links to those in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what y'all think about 2019 Wave 11. I'll be honest with you, as someone who has a lot of these diecasts, it's not the most intriguing, but I tell you what though, I'm so glad that they got some more Jonatan DMPs back alive, to be honest with you, because I remember when these got canceled. I mean, the Stewart Haas Racing 3 cars, man, their 3 throwbacks, they got canned like a month after their unveiling. I mean, it was like a month before the Southern 500, and they were already dead on arrival. So it's awesome that the Authentics line saved it once again. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you're having a great one. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at DIECAST Buffet. Post a lot of NASCAR related stuff with diecasts and just all kinds of cool NASCAR stuff. Go ahead and follow me over there on Instagram at DIECAST Buffet. Of course, drop a like down below, comment, subscribe. Hope you're having a great one. DIECAST Buffet signing off.